We're back now to give you the legal edge, and joining us as always is Bryan Waldman from the Sinus Stramus Law Firm, and tonight we're talking about auto insurance. And we know it's something almost all of us need, but we don't always think about it. So it's probably not something though we should ignore, right?
No, it is not something that should be ignored. It's obviously very important. The law requires that you have auto insurance if you own a car, and so you might as well do it right. And doing it right doesn't just mean getting it cheap, but it means buying the right coverage.
And how can a person understand what coverage they have or don't have on their policy?
Every 6 months, roughly, you'll get a bill, and in the business we call that a declaration sheet or a declarations page, and it shows each coverage that you have, both the mandatory and optional coverages, and what each of them cost.
Okay, so once you find that declaration sheet, what specifically should we be looking for?
Yeah, there's going to be certain mandatory coverages, and there's going to be the same on most policies. For example, liability coverage, the coverage that covers you if someone makes a claim against you because you've caused some harm to someone. But you can buy different levels of insurance. In Michigan, you only need to buy $20,000 of liability insurance, and you can do a lot more harm than $20,000 worth, so you obviously have to make sure that you're properly insured.
Okay, and so for optional coverage, are there other electives that somebody can choose that are important?
There's a number of them. So collision and comprehensive is important. That's what pays to replace or repair a damaged vehicle. People often get in trouble because they take a loan out that's more than the value of the car, and the car is only insured up to the value of the car. Also, there's something called uninsured and underinsured motorist coverage. Very important. It doesn't cost much. I just looked at a policy the other day. It was $7 for 6 months of coverage at $100,000.
Wow.
And that actually insures you against people who don't act responsible and insure themselves.
Oh, okay. So it's definitely important to know what you're buying when you get auto insurance. And is this a situation where it pays to shop around?
Absolutely. It pays to shop around, but first you need to know what coverages you're looking for so that you're comparing apples to apples once you get to the point where you're pricing out policies.
All right. Good tips as always. Thanks, Bryan.